speaking of Sakura Wars,
Yeah,
funnily enough.
do it. Speak about it.
All right. Do I have to? No. So recently, actually, this Monday, September 17th, 27th, right. I'm dumb. September 27th, 2021 was the 25th year anniversary of the greatest visual novel / RTS / dating sim of all time, Sakura Wars. And one of the biggest issues and questions I get is, Patrick, how do you play these games? Like, I don't know Japanese. I can't speak the language, and I don't have $100 to drop on So Long My Love just to play one game. Can you let me know how I could play these games and enjoy them? And I have your answer. It's called my article. I go through several of the games that are very they're playable and have fan translations. Like maybe some people in the chat, like maybe Derek that worked on it, maybe the opponent, maybe Noah's team. I don't know. We'll have to look through the article and we'll see. But yeah, for those that don't know, the Sakura Wars is a series of games that was released on September 27th in 1996 in Japan on the Saturn. It was originated created by Oji Hiroe, and he first conceptualized it in 1990. And over the years, he built up the concept until it sort of released in 96. And over the course of its 25 years run, there were 6 mainline Sakura Wars games and countless spin-offs released on several different console generations, but only really 2 of them out of all those have been localized officially, in a manner of speaking. Officially localized. So really the only way to play the rest of them is really through a bunch of either learning Japanese or playing with a bunch of guides. So unfortunately, that's not really viable options for some people, but luckily we have the fans that actually translated them.
Yes.
And we have several of them here, and we'll go through some of the ones that you actually play officially. So the first one being the actual first game, Sakura Wars, on the Sega Saturn, that was translated by of course Noah's Team is in the chat, Trekkies Unite, CJ Record, Bold Lentils, Crouching Mouse, Shlomo, Metabatsu Mitsu, and a ton of other people on the team that I can't list off but are amazing. And this game is just the first game in the series. If you want to really get into it, it has all the characters and sort of builds up this sort of universe. And if you want to download the patch, you can go through. It's available. They just finished the 2.0 or is it 1.1? I can't remember.
2.0 now, yeah.
2.0. 2.0, it's on ramhacking.net. You can download the patch and be able to play the game in complete English.
With lip flaps and everything.
With all the lip flaps.
Which is which is a feature of that game.
Exactly. Feature. Get that synchronized. All right, so in the next game, I'm doing this chronologically, not actually. It's technically by release too, so I guess whatever.
Yeah.
The next game is another fan translation, Sakura Wars Columns 2, on the Dreamcast by the amazing Derek, aka Team in the chat, Burntons, Natsumi38, Danthrax, Esperknight, and Natashi.
Were you going to say our own Derek? He is our own Derek. We love you, Derek. We love you. We are privileged that you're a part of this community. So yeah, he is our Derek.
Love you, Derek.
We're proud of you and everything that you've done, and continue to do. He's working on more stuff. So, but here's some screenshots.
Exactly.
Keep going, Pat.
Screenshots, thank you. But yep, it was put out in May of 2021. It came, I wouldn't say it was a really big surprise because it was a really interesting concept, and I actually did contribite to this fan translation. Just gonna pat myself on the shoulder right there. Thank you, Patrick, for but I did the cutscene in the beginning of it when like you hold the menu and it shows the various like teaser things, the anime teasers. But yeah, it's fully playable on Dreamcast. I think it's technically officially released. It's like the final one. And you can download the patch on either Derek's GitHub or romhacking.net.
That's right. He
so
also has
that.
His GitHub there. It's very clean. Good professional
clean.
Work. Yep.
Professional.
He even got that Japanese browser finally translated. So spare no expense, as John Hammond says.
Spare no expense. Also, Danthrax, you better be patting yourself on the back in that chat because you also helped.
Yes.
On a lot of these as well. So you better get the patent going on.
And Cwin too, right? Cwin helped.
Yep, Cwin. Speaking of Cwin,
gonna talk
about the next fan translation that was also, it's not released, but it's going to be released fairly soon, is Sakura Wars Game Boy, Go Forth Young Cadet, on the Game Boy Color. So that's currently in the works. It's a very unique choice because at the time as it was released on the Game Boy Color, the Nintendo console, when Sega was still competing with them. So it was a very interesting concept. I thought it was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
Exactly. It's more of like a spin-off sort of title between the first Sakura Wars game. Mm-hmm. But this one is interesting as it has a lot of really interesting unreleased features. Sorry, I need to take a swig of water.
No, yeah, no worries.
A lot of unique features, a lot of really cool gameplay, and it's a really fast-moving game. So if you want to like get a dose of Sakura Wars and sort of like play it on the go and go through it a couple times, it definitely is the game for you. But yeah, sadly it wasn't released on the Game Gear. It was only Game Boy Color, but it's a really fun game, and it should be dropping sometime in 2021.
Mm-hmm. I'm a huge fan of those Game Boy Color palettes, you know.
Exactly,
and
they're very pretty.
Yeah, very pretty. Love it.
I need to play that some more too. And then the next title is the first official English translation of the game in the United States, Sakura Wars So Long My Love.
Right.
Now this was technically the 5th title in the game, which is kind of funny to think about that. And technically the last until the Sakura Wars that released in 2019. Mm-hmm. But it was the first Sakura Wars game localized in the West. It first came out in Japan on July 7th, 2005 for the PS2. And it was later localized for the PS2 and Wii on March 30th, 2010. Mm-hmm. 2 years after the PS3 was released.
Yeah.
But it was released on that. And interesting enough, it actually only came out in the West on the Wii, so it never got a Wii release in Japan, weirdly enough. So
it is crazy when I think
that's
about.
kind of a crazy thing to think about.
It's like the first, you know, and the Wii is a weird console for that kind of stuff. You got like Baroque, which was a Saturn game that came out on the Wii. We got there's a bunch of other stuff that came out on the Wii that it's like, okay, I'll take it, but why? Yeah, so anyways, Sakura Wars on the Wii, playable, So Long My Love, playable in English, and an official release.
It has a dub and sub version. The dub and sub version are on the PS2 version, but the Wii only has the dub of it.
Right. I'd imagine this is probably pricey now, right? Because of its...
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's in the hundreds range right now,
right.
So...
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah...
this is the one you just played.
Yeah, this is the one, and this is the latest one that got translated. And this is the most interesting. This is Sakura Wars or Shin Sakura Wars. I don't know exactly what it was called.
New Sakura Wars, right?
It was one of the Sakura Wars. You guys could correct me in the chat.
Right.
But this is the latest game in the long line of series. It was released, and I think it was the biggest gap of Sakura Wars games, not only in Japan but the United States. So this is Japan on December 12th, 2019, which also was the same release date of the patch for the original Sakura Wars on Saturn. So that was definitely planned. They were telling me about that. And it was released worldwide April 20th, 2020. So when the world was on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it. No, once the world was on fire.
Okay.
It was kind of funny though, because I actually had COVID before this. So after I went through the bout of COVID, this showed up at my door.
Nice.
It's like, ooh boy,
consolation prize. It's like, here you go.
Consolation prize for almost dying.
Yeah.
But yeah. While this only features subtitles for everything, it's only subbed. They actually were gonna do an English dub, but they thought they would use the cost of that to do subbing in different languages. So I think that was very good idea. It sucks that we don't have the dub, but they also have Funimation did a dub of the series of the TV series, technically a sequel to it.
Right.
So if you want to watch the sequel to that, if you want more Sakura Wars, you can watch the 26-episode OVA. I guess it's technically an OVA on Funimation. They go through the entire thing. That's really interesting.
Nice. Yeah, you know, the fan base, I think, probably didn't mind there not being a dub, because it seems like those are usually frowned upon in favor of the sub versions. Am I right?
Yeah. I think the dub's definitely coming back though. But if you really want to play this, you can buy it physically on Amazon or GameStop, or buy it digitally on the PSN store. And that's only the tip of the iceberg for the Sakura Wars games. I'm hoping either through official or unofficial means we could have them all translated, playable.
Actually, that brings up a question in my mind is, when it comes to anime, what do you favor, dub or sub?
My answer is really it depends. There's some dubs I really like. There's some subs I like. I like Bacano dubbed because it was supposed to be in New York and they did New York accents and I thought it was kind of fun. Cowboy Bebop, only way to watch it's dubbed.
Right.
Enough said. My Hero Academia, I prefer it subbed. I don't like the dub of that. But yeah, like I said, it just depends on the anime and the mood I watch it in.
I gotcha.
But, yeah, I was not a fan of some of the dubs, but most of the dubs I like.
Initial
most
D.
Of the stuff I watched up.
Initial D, I gotta have it
way.
subbed. Yeah, subs.
It's gotta be subbed.
Yeah.
Initial D's gotta be subbed.
Yeah.
It just needs to be subbed. That's the only issue for me.
So what about Sakura Wars?
Depends.
What about Sakura Wars? Do you like the sub or the dub? Do you like the dub of the new show?
I like the dub. I like the dub that they did on Funimation. I think it's. I just like it because it's interesting the voices they chose for all the characters. And it's really cool to hear them after playing the game sub to hear them dubbed.
You know what I like dubbed? You know what I like dubbed?
What?
The new bulk slash English translation. That's what I like dubbed, you know?
Absolutely
so
dubbed.
To all those folks who are like, why do you have to dub it? I'm like, well, this is why. Because they got like some amazing voice actors and it sounds hot. I want it.
I mean, we have it, but we want it fully released.
Yes, we want it fully released, but we'll wait. We're patient, you know. I've played enough of it now, and I'm just like, yeah, when it's ready, when it's like, that's a spicy meatball. When it's ready, they'll drop it, and it's gonna be epic.